Imagine living in a world where every smile hides an untold story, where every gesture of joy or happiness that crosses our lips conceals a depth of past and present experiences. Every compliment we utter or receive carries a hidden weight, as behind those words of praise and recognition may lie silent effort, inner struggle, or significant achievement. In this world, every exchanged gaze between individuals becomes a silent language that reveals more than words could express. Glances can convey love, understanding, empathy, or even pain and suffering. Each gaze is a window to the soul, and through them, we can connect deeply with others without the need for words. In this world of sensitivity and awareness, we learn to listen beyond words, to perceive the emotions and experiences hidden behind every facial expression and gesture. We become compassionate witnesses to the complexity of others' lives and recognize the beauty of authenticity and vulnerability. Living in this world invites us to practice compassion and empathy in a deeper way. We learn to be aware of the burdens that each person carries and to treat others with kindness and respect, knowing that we are all dealing with our own inner battles. In this world, understanding and genuine connection flourish, and each interaction becomes an opportunity to grow and learn together. Welcome to the awakening of the mind, a deep journey into the understanding of a reality that we often avoid facing, but is silently and persistently present in our lives. Today, we will delve into the exploration of the subtle signs of falsehood, envy, and rejection that permeate our daily interactions. In Zen Buddhist doctrine, we are encouraged to look beyond superficial appearances and delve into the nature of our relationships with others. Falsehood manifests when we try to hide our true emotions or intentions behind masks of courtesy or diplomacy. This act of concealing our feelings creates a gap between what we express and what we truly feel, often leading to confusion and lack of authenticity in our interactions. Envy is another aspect worthy of our attention. We often feel envious of the achievements or possessions of others, which can lead to resentment and competition. Envy takes us away from inner peace and prevents us from enjoying the happiness of others. On the Zen path, we learn to recognize and transform these feelings into understanding and gratitude. Rejection, both the one we experience and the one we inflict on others, is also a reality we must address. It can manifest as the denial of differences or the denial of shared humanity. By recognizing and exploring rejection in our interactions, we can work towards greater self-acceptance and compassion for ourselves and others. The path of Zen Buddhism invites us to look deeply within ourselves and to honestly and compassionately observe these patterns of falsehood, envy, and rejection. By doing so, we can free ourselves from the chains of illusions and find authenticity, genuine connection, and understanding in our daily relationships. These practices lead us to a state of inner peace and mental clarity, where our interactions are based on love and compassion, rather than the shadows of falsehood and envy. On the stage of life, where each of us plays multiple roles, whether as a family member, colleague, or friend, we are immersed in a complex web of emotions and intentions. This fabric of relationships, woven with the threads of our daily interactions, is like an intricate pattern that often challenges us to understand and navigate with wisdom. In Zen Buddhist doctrine, we are taught to contemplate the ephemeral nature of these roles and to recognize that behind each appearance, there is a human being experiencing a torrent of emotions and desires. Every member of our family, co-worker, or friend carries with them a unique story, with joys, sufferings, and hopes that sometimes remain hidden from plain view. It is essential to remember that we are all imperfect beings, dealing with our own internal struggles and seeking happiness and purpose in life. Emotions can be complex, and intentions can be hidden beneath the surface. Often, the words we say or the actions we take may be influenced by our emotional state in that moment, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Zen Buddhism offers us tools to address these complexities. Through meditation and self-observation, we can develop a greater awareness of our own emotions and intentions. By understanding ourselves better, we are better equipped to understand others and be compassionate in our interactions. Empathy and active listening become powerful allies in this scenario. By mindfully paying attention to the words and gestures of others, we can perceive underlying emotions and unexpressed needs. This allows us to respond from a place of understanding and compassion, fostering more authentic and connected communication. Ultimately, on the path of Zen Buddhism, we learn to strip away our own masks and see others with compassionate and non-judgmental eyes. We recognize that we are all part of this interconnected web of human beings, each playing our role in the drama of life. In doing so, we cultivate the compassion, humility, and wisdom necessary to weave threads of love and understanding instead of conflicts and misunderstandings on the stage of life. Within the context of our daily interactions, some are open and sincere, while others are hidden in the shadows, disguised in gestures and words. Identifying these hidden signs of falsehood and envy is not just a social skill, but a vital necessity to maintain our emotional balance and the integrity of our relationships. On the path of Zen Buddhism, we are taught to cultivate mindfulness and deep perception. This involves looking beyond surface appearances and tuning into the underlying truth in our interactions. Falsehood and envy often manifest in subtle ways, and recognizing them requires a keen eye and a calm mind. Falsehood may be revealed in forced smiles or kind words that hide hidden intentions. Envy can manifest through compliments veiled with sarcasm or veiled criticism. These signs can be challenging to detect, but the practice of mindfulness allows us to observe nuances in interactions and detect discrepancies between words and underlying emotions. It is important to remember that falsehood and envy often stem from internal suffering of individuals. Those who feel threatened or insecure may resort to these behaviors to protect their ego or to try to undermine others. Instead of harsh judgment, Zen Buddhism encourages us to cultivate compassion and empathy towards those displaying these signs. Identifying these hidden dynamics should not lead to immediate confrontation or judgment. Instead, we can choose to remain calm and patient as we explore these situations further. Asking ourselves why these emotions are arising and how we can respond in a way that promotes harmony and mutual understanding are essential. Zen Buddhist practice also emphasizes the importance of maintaining our own emotional and ethical integrity amidst these complex interactions. Avoiding getting caught up in games of falsehood or envy, and instead staying true to our values and principles is crucial. In this video, we will explore the 6 critical signs that indicate when someone around you may not be completely honest, when envy is stealthily infiltrating your relationships, or when you are subtly being rejected. From the perspective of Zen Buddhist doctrine, these signs take on a deep meaning and invite us to delve into the understanding of our human interactions. Even if words say otherwise, let's discover together how to decipher these emotional puzzles and learn to respond in a way that protects your well-being and fosters more authentic and meaningful relationships. From the perspective of Zen Buddhist doctrine, this process of discovery and response becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth and self-awareness. Zen Buddhism teaches us that true understanding and authenticity emerge when we learn to read beyond surface appearances and dive into the essence of things. So instead of reacting impulsively to signs of falsehood, envy, or rejection, it encourages us to take a more reflective and compassionate approach. This journey goes beyond simply uncovering what is hidden beneath the surface. It is about empowering yourself with knowledge and tools to see beyond appearances, better understand those around you, and most crucially, understand yourself on a deeper level. From the perspective of Zen Buddhist doctrine, this quest for understanding is not just an intellectual process, but a profound exploration of the mind and heart. We are about to embark on a revealing exploration, one that promises to transform the way you relate to the world. If you are ready to unravel these mysteries and enrich your daily interactions, I invite you to delve into a profound journey towards understanding and wisdom from the perspective of Zen Buddhist doctrine. Don't forget to subscribe to the Unbreakable Mindset channel. By subscribing, you join a community that values self-awareness and and personal growth. Get ready for a transformative journey that begins now. Subscribing will keep you informed about all our explorations and discoveries from the perspective of Zen Buddhist doctrine. Together, we will create a space for learning and reflection in the pursuit of a more authentic and meaningful life. Welcome to this community of explorers of the mind and spirit. Navigating the complexities of human relationships is a subtle art, and a fundamental part of this skill involves accurately interpreting the attitudes and intentions of the people around us. This skill is of vital importance for maintaining healthy relationships and promoting a positive environment, whether in the workplace, at home, or in any other social setting. The ability to understand the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others allows us to establish stronger and more empathetic connections with those around us. When we master this skill, we are capable of detecting the subtleties in non-verbal communication, such as body language and facial expressions, which often reveal much more than words can express. Furthermore, empathy allows us to put ourselves in the place of others and understand their viewpoints, even when they differ from our own. In the workplace, this ability for precise interpretation is essential for effective collaboration, conflict resolution, and leadership. At home, it helps strengthen our family bonds and raise our children comprehensively. Overall, in any social situation, empathy and the ability to understand others contribute to creating a more harmonious and supportive world. Therefore, cultivating this skill of precise interpretation and empathy is a valuable goal for everyone, as it allows us to weave a network of meaningful relationships and promote an environment of mutual understanding and respect in all areas of our life. When we encounter falsehood, envy, or rejection, the emotional and psychological impact can be considerable, especially for mature individuals who highly value sincerity and authenticity in their relationships. Falsehood and envy can hurt deeply as they undermine the trust and genuine connection we seek in our interactions with others. Falsehood, in particular, can be especially harmful as it implies a lack of integrity and honesty in relationships. When we realize that someone is being fake or hypocritical, it can generate feelings of betrayal and confusion as we are unsure of that person's true intentions. Envy can also wreak havoc on our emotions as it confronts us with resentment and insecurity. When someone envies us, we may feel uncomfortable or even threatened, which can be very distressing. Rejection, on the other hand, can profoundly affect our self-esteem and sense of belonging. When we are rejected, we feel like we don't fit in or are not accepted, which can have a negative impact on our mental and emotional health. For mature individuals who value sincerity and authenticity in relationships, facing falsehood, envy, or rejection can be especially challenging. However, it is important to remember that these experiences can also serve as opportunities to learn and grow, strengthening our emotional resilience and reaffirming our own values. Additionally, seeking relationships with people who share those same values can help avoid or mitigate the negative impact of falsehood, envy, and rejection in our lives. Building a foundation of trust can undermine the basis of open communication. Envy, on the other hand, can manifest in subtle behaviors that undermine our successes and happiness. While rejection directly affects our self-esteem and sense of belonging, handling these negative feelings is not just about confronting them, but also understanding their origins and the ways they manifest. Trust is essential for building strong and healthy relationships. However, when it is built on a foundation of open, sincere, and transparent communication, it can withstand the challenges posed by falsehood, envy, and rejection. Trust can erode rapidly. Envy, on the other hand, can take the form of subtle actions, such as derogatory comments or competitive attitudes that silently undermine our achievements and happiness. Rejection, on the other hand, has a direct impact on our self-esteem and sense of belonging. It can make us feel insecure, undervalued, or even excluded. Managing these negative feelings involves not only confronting them, but also analyzing their deep roots and understanding how they manifest in our daily life. Understanding and identifying these signs is not an easy task, as they often disguise themselves with smiles and kind words, increasing the challenge of perceiving them clearly. Nevertheless, being equipped with the knowledge and perception necessary to identify these signs can make a big difference in how you interact with others and maintain your own emotional well-being and balance. In a world where social relationships can be complex and often opaque, having the ability to recognize the subtleties of falsehood, envy, and rejection is an invaluable resource. These signs, though sometimes hidden under a mask of cordiality, can be revealing of underlying dynamics that affect our lives in meaningful ways. So, in this journey of self-discovery and improvement of your personal relationships, we will carefully explore the 6 signs that indicate the presence of falsehood, envy, and rejection in your environment. These signs act as beacons that illuminate the path to a deeper understanding of human interactions and will provide you with the information necessary to make more informed and conscious decisions in your daily life. Get ready to gain valuable perspectives that will empower you to create more authentic relationships and maintain a more positive and healthy environment in all aspects of your life, whether at work, at home, or in any other social context. Equipped with this understanding, you will be able to navigate with greater confidence through the complexities of human relationships, build an environment where sincerity and authenticity flourish. Venturing into the first critical sign of falsehood in our environment, we encounter falsehood in interactions. This insidious manifestation can take various forms, from small lies to hypocritical behaviors, and it is crucial to recognize it to maintain authentic and healthy relationships. Falsehood in interactions often begins with small lies or exaggerations. A person may tell an altered story to make themselves look better, or perhaps conceal inconvenient truths to avoid conflict or judgment. These lies, although they may seem harmless at first, create a foundation of dishonesty and distrust that, over time, can accumulate, leading to a relationship that is superficial and unsatisfactory. Another indicator of falsehood is hypocrisy. Have you ever encountered someone who says one thing but does something entirely different, or someone who praises you in public but criticizes you behind your back? This behavior is not only dishonest, but also reveals a lack of integrity and respect. Hypocrisy creates an atmosphere of uncertainty where it's difficult to know whom to trust or what to expect from the people around you. Falsehood can also manifest through insincere or exaggerated compliments. Someone may incessantly praise, not because they genuinely believe in what they're saying, but because they want something in return or wish to be seen in a positive light. These compliments are not intended to be genuine, but rather to manipulate or create an image. Additionally, passive-aggressive behaviors are a common form of falsehood in interactions. This can involve making sarcastic comments disguised as jokes, offering help in a way that suggests resentment or disapproval, or expressing anger indirectly. These behaviors create a tense and perplexing atmosphere, as there is a hidden negative message behind a facade of neutrality or cordiality. Identifying falsehood in interactions requires attention and perception. It is important to be vigilant not only about what people say, but also about how they act and react in different situations. Observe inconsistencies between words and actions. Pay attention to how you feel during and after interactions with certain individuals, and trust your intuition. Remembering that authenticity is key to meaningful and satisfying relationships can help guide your interactions. Knowing and understanding the signs of falsehood can protect you from being influenced by it, and instead, seeking and nurturing relationships based on truth, respect, and integrity. Maintaining an attitude of openness and honesty in your own interactions can also inspire others to do the same, thus creating a more authentic and healthy environment in your life. Advancing to the second critical sign, we have disguised envy. Envy is a complex and often hidden feeling that can lurk behind seemingly harmless comments and ambiguous attitudes, making it a challenge to identify and manage. Disguised envy often manifests in the form of comments that on the surface may seem harmless or even complimentary, but carry a load of resentment or hidden desire. For example, a colleague might say something like, "Wow, you always have good luck in everything," which at first glance sounds like admiration. But there may be an insinuation that your successes are undeserved or merely a matter of chance. Another common form of disguised envy is through what is often called backhanded compliments. This is a type of comment that appears to be a compliment, but actually belittles or devalues the person. For instance, "You look so good for someone your age," or "It's amazing how you can do this considering your background." Although they may appear to be compliments, they have a depreciating subtext. Envy can also manifest in unnecessary competitive behaviors. An envious person may try to overshadow your achievements or constantly compete with you in all aspects, from professional accomplishments to personal successes, even in a subtle and unspoken manner. Furthermore, envy can lead to minimizing or devaluing your accomplishments. It could be a friend who always finds a way to downplay your victories, or a colleague who never seems genuinely happy for your achievements. They may quickly change the subject when you share something positive, or question the validity or importance of what you have achieved. The third sign of falsehood, envy, and rejection in your environment is subtle rejection. It can be challenging to detect due to its indirect nature. It manifests in exclusion, lack of consideration, or recognition. Being left out of meetings or ignored in discussions are symptoms. Lack of validation and dismissal of opinions are signs. Recognize subtle rejection by trusting your instincts and how you feel in interactions. Surround yourself with people who value you, communicate your feelings, and seek validation. You have the right to respect in your relationships. Facing subtle rejection protects your well-being and fosters healthier and more respectful relationships. Remember that you have the right to be treated with respect and consideration in all your relationships. Subtle rejection is a complex challenge, but recognizing and addressing it is an important step in protecting your emotional well-being and cultivating an environment where you feel valued and included. By staying aware and proactive, you can mitigate its impact and build healthier and more respectful relationships. Diving into the fourth sign of falsehood, envy, and rejection in your environment, we find veiled competition. This form of competition disguised as cooperation creates a tense and distrustful atmosphere. It occurs when we seemingly cooperate, but subtle rivalry underlies it. Compliments that hide comparisons may appear, such as, "Congratulations on the new job. I remember when I got my promotion." It also manifests in the constant need to prove superiority. To handle it, celebrate successes without competing and promote genuine cooperation. By doing so, you will improve your relationships and create a healthier and more welcoming environment. Fostering an environment where genuine cooperation and mutual support are valued over competition can help dissipate that tension. In doing so, you not only enhance the quality of your interactions, but also contribute to creating a healthier and more welcoming environment for yourself and those around you. By prioritizing collaboration and camaraderie over rivalry, you can cultivate more genuine and rewarding relationships in your life. Continuing with the fifth sign of falseness, envy, and rejection in your environment, we encounter nonverbal communication. This signal is revealing because often true intentions are conveyed through body language. Observe gestures like insincere smiles, crossed arms, avoiding eye contact, or restlessness, which can reveal dishonesty or discomfort. Also, pay attention to physical proximity, as people tend to distance themselves if they don't trust or envy. Microfacial expressions, rapid changes in expression, can display hidden emotions. Additionally, intonation and speech speed are key indicators. Interpreting nonverbal communication takes practice, but it helps you navigate the complexities of relationships and protect yourself against negative influences. True communication goes beyond words. Let's continue exploring signs to better understand the dynamics in your environment and act informed and consciously. By being aware of these signs, you can become more capable of navigating the intricacies of interpersonal relationships and safeguarding yourself against negative influences in your surroundings. Now let's delve into the sixth and final sign that can indicate the presence of falsehood, envy, and rejection in your environment. Changes in people's usual behavior. These changes can be subtle but are powerful indicators of underlying negative feelings and can provide valuable clues about someone's true emotional state and intentions. Changes in usual behavior are like silent alarms signaling an internal shift. For example, a friend who is normally warm and communicative starts becoming distant and reserved, or a colleague who has always been cooperative suddenly becomes competitive or critical. These changes may indicate that something deeper is happening beneath the surface. Interpreting these changes in usual behavior requires sensitivity and perception. By being aware of these signs, you become more capable of understanding the dynamics around you and protecting your emotional well-being. Remember that maintaining a healthy and positive environment is fundamental for your personal and professional development. This journey of understanding human relationships is an opportunity to learn to interpret the signs of falsehood, envy, and rejection in our environment and cultivate authentic and meaningful relationships. Remember that genuine relationships are not without challenges, but what sets them apart is the presence of openness, honesty, and the willingness to understand and grow together.